Welcome to Prime Testimony channel. We are still on the issue of cleaving in marriage after you have left your parents. In our previous episode, Auntie Mercy started explaining the importance of cleaving to your spouse so that you have the best of the marriage. By God's grace, Auntie Mercy is with me here today to continue discussing the issue of cleaving in marriage. You are welcome, Sister Mercy.
Thank you.
All right. So let's continue what we started during our last meeting.
Okay, thank you very much. Hi, everyone. I hope the going is well. We thank God for another opportunity to be here. So, in the last episode, we looked at the issue about work and personal development as certain things that could impede us from cleaving. However, there is still something we could do around them to be able to cleave. Now, today we want to focus on many other things that we could do or not do to help us to be able to cleave better. And the first one I want to mention here is social media and the television. You know, sometimes we get so hooked to who is saying what on the social media that we don't even raise a head to see who is standing next to us. And that person could be our spouse who has been standing there for the past 10 minutes to just say hi to us. You know, the man can be glued to the TV set on some sports. Share sports, and sometimes we are both sitting together watching a particular program without saying one word to each other. We are listening to the news, no discussions. Okay, so who is saying what? Can we even further discuss? We laugh over some of the issues and so on and so forth. So cleaving is a deliberate activity. So even as we watch TV together, sometimes even we are watching something on our social media and the other person may be interested. You can even just show and then discuss. You know, it makes our cleaving more effective. The next point I want to raise here is, there are some couple who don't worship together at church. If we want to talk about Christians or whichever religion you belong to, it is ideal to worship at the same place, and if possible, if the culture of the church allows, to even sit together. You know, and listen to the preaching and singing and the dancing together. We are doing all of these together. They all help to bond us, as simple as they may be. There are times that it looks to me as if the more we get blessed by God, the more we fall apart and do not work at our bonding. Sometimes I feel that way, and let me give practical examples. So you take families that are blessed with a number of bedrooms in the home. Okay, before you realize we are not fitting into one room, so everybody must have a room to themselves. So we are not sleeping together. So that can impede our bonding. Our bonding. What happens if one of you something is happening to that person midnight? What happens? Okay, so it's impeding our cleaving. Sometimes too, because of these contemporary king-size beds, queen-size beds, you see, as we feel blessed by God, we want to, we are expanding our coast. So we buy those huge beds. You know, can you guess what happens when one person is annoyed? One goes to the eastern hemisphere.
They will put some barriers in between them.
No, the bed itself is giving a barrier because it's so big that everybody can pitch in their corner. Okay, so compare that to the standard bed we were used to. the standard bed.
Yeah.
No matter how annoyed you are, we have to fit into that bed together. You see, and no matter what you do,
comfortable.
Yeah, no matter what you do, one will scratch something.
Are you suggesting that this is because people have the bigger beds, they put a barrier before them and they put pistols on the each so that it's a that I pulled the pistol? I think people must be comfortable.
So that's what I'm saying, that as we get blessed, okay, we want to be more comfortable. And sometimes the comfort too may be creating problems, So I'm not saying those things are not good. They are. Oh, of course they are, They make life more easier and enjoyable. But you see, I'm just comparing.
We are suffering.
I'm just comparing the two. The previous standard bed we used to have.
Oh, yeah.
No matter how annoyed you are, you see, when you sleep together, one side will rub against the other. But this one, the bed itself is allowing separation.
I see.
You see, I can pitch myself at that far end.
It is true.
And you also pitch at that far end. No go area.
It's true. But some women also get annoyed, and even on a smaller bed, they will be wearing jeans.
They'll even go to the floor.
Yeah.
They'll go to the floor sitting room.
If you see a man who is here, he will carry you on his sack and bring you back.
Yeah. So
and of course, some of the men also get so annoyed that they also get to the floor. They also don't want to have anything to do.
Sure, it's both ways actually. So we are not. It's not just one of the sides. Yes. So then there are instances that we are blessed by more than one car in the home, and so you find the two people going to the same destination in two separate cars. We are looking at cleaving, bonding, and the things that could impede us from working harder at our bonding. So the same church, but in different cars. Way two, yeah, now way two.
And usually it happens maybe when they are not on good terms in the house.
Sometimes it does. Other times it's because one person is engaged at the church.
And sometimes too, somebody is also habitual latecomer.